Namaste everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to Godly Good Guidance. Today we are going to do a pick a pile, pick a stone to be more accurate, and this is going to be a reading to inquire about the past, present and future of your connection. Now this connection could be platonic or non-platonic. Of course I do tend to speak more towards the non-platonic one, the romantic one I mean to say, but you can take how it resonates as per the inquiry you have. You could inquire about a family member, a friend, a relative, a colleague, a boss, or even a stranger you met in the garden or in the queue getting your morning coffee. So it could be about anybody, and of course definitely it is for somebody whom you are romantically inclined towards. Let's begin. So I've already said the prayers, cleansed the space. I will directly introduce you to the piles, to these stones. The first one is a beautiful rhodochrosite or rhodonite. I actually am not sure of the exact name of the stone, but it's one of the two, and please do let me know in the comments below if you exactly know what this is, but it definitely has some link to love, and it was so beautiful. I really wanted to keep this as pile 1. So if you like this, you could go for pile 1. Second one is moonstone. Now this is a really different kind of moonstone. It has so much of black here and then white here. If you like this, you could choose pile 2. Number 3 is amethyst. It's a beautiful, almost heart-shaped amethyst. Purple in it is quite tinted, quite faint, but I hope you can see it. So if you like this crystal, you can choose pile 3. Let's begin with pile 1. So I'm going to pull one card each for past, present and future of this connection you're inquiring about, and let's see how it goes. Okay, we have the past. And by the way, if some of you do not want to see the shuffling, you can fast forward directly to the reading. I will have the timestamps provided down below. We already have the present card. Let's see what we have for the future. By the way I shuffle, I can't see the cards. So we have 3 cards here. Let's see the past. We have Page of Cups in the past, and it is signifying that this connection had started off like how, the butterfly in the stomach, the initial, kind of an effect in you when you are like, oh my god, what is happening? There's something that is very inviting about this person. You almost start thinking that, oh my god, have I found the one? But it's quite at a very, very primitive stage where your heart was definitely getting attracted towards this person, and you were almost flowing by the flow. Going by the flow. And since when we think that, oh my god, this could be the one, we start building some stories on our mind, that could be considered like very fairy tale-y, very unrealistic, but that's how it was for you and probably even them. But this is how the connection was in the past. Now in the current time, it seems like you feel betrayed. You feel that what you hoped from this connection didn't come true, and instead you feel like you were stabbed in the back, like you gave a lot of your time and attention to this person, but what end of the day happened was you were almost like backstabbed, or that's how you feel. Probably the person didn't really backstab you, but this is how you feel. There's also a chance that you might have felt that this person has been double dating, or has not been honest with you, or even if not double dating, while the person was just, exploring the option with you, since your hopes were too high with the person, it just didn't match. And that's where now you have a lot of hurt and pain and even anger about this person, about this connection, and you almost feel like you gave quite a bit and you just really, really feel hurt. I'm really sorry to know about that. Let's see the future, the near future. Two of Swords. Well, in the near future also, it shows that you will be in a dilemma of a sort. There would be a point, you would be on a crossroad where you would be required to make a decision whether you want to go ahead with this connection or not, because it seems like you would still be in that kind of a situation where you would feel that the person didn't give you what you expected, and so it seems like the guidance for you here is that you need to trust your intuition. You need to trust yourself, even though you feel like you can't see what's ahead. There will be a guidance provided to you, and all you need to do is trust yourself and your instincts in that moment and make a decision about this relationship. Whether you want to go ahead or not would be your choice, because it seems like, honestly speaking, this is how you might be feeling that this person is doing to you, but that may or may not be accurate. So what is asked out of you is to make a decision as per your intuition, but also be realistic about it, that okay, was it that the person had committed too much and did not deliver, or was it that you expected too much out of him or her? So you need to figure out that was it really the person who betrayed you, or was it your expectations out of him that did not match with what he was giving that made you feel like that? And if you come to that understanding, then probably there is a possibility you would be able to make a right decision in that point of a time, whether to go ahead and explore this relation even further or not. And how you want to do that would again be like a choice you make at that point of time, and that is the near future for you. If you trust your intuition, it is being shown that you would definitely come with an accurate path to walk on for yourself. All right, now let's see some guidance. One card, please. So we have the Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. Wow, that's a beautiful card. Number 41. So the animal spirit is, let me put it here probably. How does it look? All right, so the guidance for you here is that look around. Love is all around you. Probably you are too much locked up in your own thoughts, locked up in your own mind and way of thinking, that you're not seeing that there is a lot of love around you. In fact, maybe the same person you're inquiring about has a lot of love for you, or there are other people also who are there willingly giving you love, but you are too stuck with this one person or with this one thought about the same person that you're not able to see. So the guidance for you here is that there is love all around, provided you remove this blindfold from your eyes and see the truth. It is saying that the universe wants to play the song that you want to listen to. Can you also tune in to the right station? Because that is really important, because the song is very much there playing for you, but you need to tune in to the right radio station to listen to it. That's the guidance for you. Now, there is a possibility that this person may have tricked you, may have betrayed you, but that is for some of you, not for all of you. And if that is the situation, then maybe the right course of action for you is again that move away from this person and look around. There are other people out waiting for you. Now, to end this reading, I'm going to use this boggle box to get some alphabets and see if there is any extra message for you guys. You could now lower down the volume or mute it, because this may make some sound that may not be suitable for your ear. Maybe you need to lull yourself, meaning like get some peace and quiet in your life, and do not expect bad to happen, you know. Also, the word lol is also coming through, and I think it is asking you to just have a little, in fact, even the word joke is coming through in some way. I think it is asking you to take yourself lightly, take life a little bit lightly. Don't be so serious. Just take a chill pill. That's what it is coming through. It is asking that yes, your longing has been very intense, and in fact, probably longing from the person you on your mind has been very intense. But you need to be kind to yourself. Since this is a collective reading, it seems like you need to be kind towards that person also, because for some reason I feel like it's not completely the fault of the person, but it seems like the expectations you had out of the person were somewhere that are leading to some sort of a confusion and disharmony in your life. What else do we have here? There is a possibility for some of you that this person is like a bad king, and in that scenario, definitely you need to move forward in different direction, because once you move forward, you will see that there are many other much more kind and jovial people who will be the right one for you. All right, thank you so much. Hope you liked the reading. Please do keep in mind the guidance, because that is something very important. If this reading resonated with you, please do let me know and give a thumbs up. Also, if you would like, it would be very nice if you could subscribe the channel as well. And thank you so much. See you again. Let's move on to pile 2. All right, everybody, those of you who have chosen this beautiful moonstone, this is the reading for you. This is pile 2. Let's see the past and present and future of the connection on your mind. First, I'm looking for one card for the past. One card for, okay, I haven't yet spoken, so one card for present. Okay, I'm going to take this one for present and this one for future. Let's see the past of the connection on your mind. So in the past, it seems like there was a lot of attachment of some sort between you and this person on your mind. From how I see it, this is not a very what we call as a healthy kind of an attachment. This kind of became an attachment which in that moment you felt like this was the best thing ever. But as time passed, the toxicity of the attachment there was between this connection started sprouting up and taking over. One or both of you might have quite disturbed because of the reason, while some of you may have not even realized that the toxicity is taking over you. Since this is a general reading, I have to give you different scenarios. Another scenario is that this person was like a dream come true for you. Whatever you desired, you could feel, you could see in that person. And it was almost like while you thought this was a divine connection, slowly in the past itself, you started feeling that no, this is kind of taking me or taking us on the negative sides of our own selves, like the negative sides of ours started getting highlighted. That kind of became quite unresting for one or both of you. Now in the present, let's see what's the situation. Wow, it's the Magician card, which is really a beautiful card here, if you see. Now in the present, it is said that whatever happened in the past, whatever toxicity happened in the past, in the present, you have it in your hands to take this, to turn this around the way you want it. Now, do you want to stay in the attachment and keep growing the toxicity, or you're gonna use that kind of toxins like a magic potion and bring out something beautiful out of it, which could be like a certain sudden turnaround in the relationship just by how you or your person takes it further, realizing that what was happening in the present was just a phase, and what we can actually do in the current time is something that can make our future bright. So in the current scenario, it is seen that you both seem to be in a very powerful kind of a position, but which is a very balanced kind of a position too, wherein you do understand what wrong happened in the past and how beautifully you can take this further. And you both seem to be willing to do that in your own ways. In fact, even together, this is what this is showing. And it also seems like you both want to bring in your own good side and, mix it together, create a powerful magical portion which could be healthy for your relation and even for the people around you. And that is a very beautiful, beautiful thought you both have. Also, in the current scenario, it seems like this connection is in a very comfortable position. You have overcome all the problems of the past, and you are willing to make this something that is going to bring growth in both of you with regards to physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, everything. Let's see the future of this connection. Nine of Swords. So in the future, or in the near future, what I see is that there is a possibility of disappointment, either on your side or their side, or in the connection completely. It seems like what you were hoping and wishing to happen did not happen exactly how you wanted it. Things you were really banking on kind of just flew away in thin air one fine day, and suddenly something kind of changed for you that brought this connection apart. But how I see here in this card, there is still hope. I see hope. There seems to be like a divine intervention, and in fact what happened was also a divine intervention, because it seems like there were fragments of the past, of the toxicity from the past, that were still hampering your connection, even though you seem to be in the current scenario in a very, very comfortable position. But it seems like the fragments of the toxins from the past joined together with the beautiful connection you were trying to make created some disharmony, but that was all for a divine cause. And there could be a mourning period for one or both of you in the near future. But what is being highlighted here is that this is again for your own growth and for your own betterment. You may not actually realize it in the moment, because it would be so disheartening for you, to the extent that you're just like crying in the nights and not sleeping properly and resulting into some sort of health problems. So since you have reached this reading at this point of time to see the future, the reason behind that, I believe, is that now that you know the future, you can work around it so that at least something unforeseen happens, which to me seems to be like a divine intervention altogether. You should be prepared for it, and you should not let yourself fall in that zone to the extent that it becomes difficult for you to come out of it. Yes, mourning may be unavoidable, but how deep you go into the mourning can be in your hands, because that's the reason this message has come to you. From how I see, honestly speaking, I see that this is not going to be the end of it, because that period is going to fade away. You had to go through this, or the person had to go through this for the past, I want to say, the karmas you had. I don't know if you all believe in karmas, but I do, and and I am coming from that belief that now how deeply you go into it is completely your choice, and it's going to be completely in your hands. For further guidance, I'm gonna check the Spirit Animal Oracle for you. Okay, I'm gonna take this card. Guidance for you in this connection, in this scenario, is coming from the Wolf Spirit. It says, turn knowledge into wisdom. Now, as we have seen the past, present, and future in your connection, there are a lot of things you're going to learn about, not just the connection, about the person, but about yourself also. And like I said, that this whole connection has been orchestrated for you by God, for you to learn something out of it. And If you can do that, then the knowledge you have gained can actually turn into wisdom for your personal growth, which can lead you to become a better soul, a better being, which I believe is the reason why all souls come in life forms, come into human forms and other forms. Even though this may seem very, very difficult for you at some point of time, but there is a lesson for you to learn from it. Also, for some of you, this was part of your karma, and now that when you deal with it, for some of you, instead of just blaming on the other person, also seeing where you went wrong, or figuring out your pattern as to does this keep happening to you? Do you keep falling in the same loop again and again with different people in different scenarios, and how to overcome that? If you sit with this one relation and try to figure out the whole thing with that knowledge you have, you will come up with a wisdom for your own self, for your own healing, and also to cut down the ill effects of the karma if you take all this in right stride. What I also want to add is that sitting and mourning be essential, but how you stand back up and come back into your power is actually going to be the real deal for you, the real reason why this whole thing happened. And then when you see it, you would realize that it wasn't so bad after all. You will have a different perspective altogether on how you see your life in the future. That would be really, really beautiful. I'm gonna bring the boggle box. You could mute or lower down the volume. It's asking you to not shoot yourself, and instead, just like a small little bud blooms into a beautiful flower, this is how it's going to be for you at the end of this relationship. And now when I say at the end, it doesn't mean the relationship ends altogether. We have just seen the near future. Things can be different in the further future. As said in tarot, how we make our choices, how we change our mindset, the future is to some degree modifiable. It's asking you to not run away from this situation, because some people may be like, oh my god, if this is the future of this connections, I might as well end it right away while it is still feeling really good. But it's asking you to know you need to go through this whole process, because that's where there's learning for you. If you run away right away, you may need to face this similar scenario in some other way later on. So rather, now that you're in the middle of the thing, you still are in that magician position, and now that you know what the future is, you still can take that knowledge and turn into wisdom, like the guidance says in this current scenario, so that this near future, which is part of your karma, can be changed by the right action, by the right mindset, by this change of heart you can have, and realizing certain mistakes you might have taken in the past with regards to this connection, or also with regards to any other connection which you may or may not be aware of, because some may have happened in this life, some may not have happened in this life. So just be in that position of asking forgiveness and forgiving, because there is a possibility you need to do both of them. Also, don't get into could haves and would haves. That may create more unrest into your life. Rather, with this knowledge you have gained in this reading, begin afresh, because you still have that magical power in the current time for you to change this future. Let's turn this around and see if there's some other message. It's also saying there is myriad of wisdom hidden in this connection if you are willing to see it objectively. And it's also saying this is probably the last time you need to completely see yourself layer by layer. This is an opportunity given to you to see yourself layer by layer, like how the onion peel is, so that you can reach the core of yourself. This is an opportunity given to you to heal yourself, to heal your soul, blossom like a beautiful flower. Thank you very much. Let's move to pile number 3. All right, everyone, pile number 3, those who have chosen this beautiful amethyst. Let's begin. Let's see the past, present, and future of the connection on your mind. 1 card each. think I'm gonna take okay, these three. This came first to my mind, this came second, and this three. These are the three I'm taking. All right, so let's see what we have in the past of your connection. Wow, what a beautiful card. It's the Lover's card. Seems like you both were in a beautiful love relationship with each other. Both of you, it was a very mutual love connection from both of you. There was passion, there was love, there was intensity. It almost felt like that this was a divine connection. It felt like you were the yin to his yang, or vice versa, whatever is applicable to you. There was a lot of understanding between the both of you. There was this beautiful swirling flow in your connection where one understood each other beautifully. Everything felt amazing in every way. Moving on to the present, we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups already gave its appearance in another pile, but here it has come in the current scenario. And it seems like even though the love still is there, the connection is still there, there is still that yearning for each other, but when it comes to something like a solid commitment, that is where things are hanging out. That could be a slight problem in the current scenario, but as far as the love is concerned, there is still that passion, that heat, that bonding, that deep knowing for each other. Moving on to the future of this connection, it's a Six of Pentacles. Now in the near future, this card is signifying to me that through your good work, through their good work, help is going to be given to you for this relation to actually materialize. Now this help could be that you helping yourself, or God helping you, or somebody outside of this connection helping you for this connection to solidify. It seems like this is again going to be like a game of karma, wherein the good you have sowed in the past, in not just your life but in the lives of others, is going to turn around into a blessing for you in the form of this relation to become committed. It seems like your good deeds and their good deeds are going to result that to actually happen. So congratulations. The guidance is that in case there are any hurdles happening in the current scenario, you're requested to believe in the power of giving and taking for sowing the right seed in the current time. Believe in charity. Now, charity doesn't mean that you have to hand off a lot of cash to people. It also means giving time, giving love unconditionally to the people, and of course when they need it, not just because you know it's a good thing. And that could actually work as a magic for you in the future. There are a lot of chances that your good karmas are going to lead to the desired outcome for this relationship or this connection. Now let's see some guidance from the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. I want to take this one. It's the Hummingbird Spirit. Be here now. Now this connection is asking you to not worry too much in the current time and enjoy this relation as it comes. Be assured that you are taken care of. It is also saying that what you feel for this person, what you have felt for this person is absolutely true. So now in the current time, do not overthink and create unease unnecessarily, because that's completely a waste of time. In the now, in the here, you can actually still continue to explore this relationship, enjoy it beautifully, because that will make your future, which is already quite desirable, because that will make your journey from your now to the future beautiful and seamless. There is nothing to worry. All you need to do is smell the roses and drink the nectar from the same roses. All right, let's move to the next section, the final section of this reading, wherein I bring in this boggle box and you mute your volume or lower down the volume, because this is going to create some noise. Okay, the message for you is that don't overthink about anything. There is nothing up in the air. If there's anything up in the air, you need to be sure that you are in this beautiful plane going on a vacation with the person you love, with the person in this query. Enjoy fully. You need to know that yes, this is it. And don't just spoil it by pointless poking into the connection. What you need to do is lend out help to others or even to your partner, and that will come twofolds and multifolds back to you and help you out in this relation, in this beautiful relation. It is saying that the end is going to be lit, if you know what I mean. Again, it is saying tone down your pondering when it comes to this relation, because this one is a 10 on 10. All right, so these are the 3 piles for you. Let me know how you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Om.